ride here, and my previous rider forgot his phone in my car, so I just had to navigate planning that return. So I'll probably try to do it after this ride if it's not too busy. But man, like forgetting your phone, that's a tough thing, isn't it? Because I feel lost without my phone. Okay, let me just make sure I'm seeing where I need to be here. I think I need to be over here. Yeah, that sounds like the spot that I need to be in. That seems like it's the area that I need to back into. Hello, Naim.
Hi there.
How are you, man? Welcome aboard.
Doing good. How about you?
I'm well, thank you. My name is Biniam.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm not sure if you're on the phone, Naim. Are you on the phone?
Yeah, because I have an exam.
Okay, gotcha.
And, the road conditions are shit.
Ah, so that's where I come in, right?
Yeah. So the bus is pretty late. So.
Naim, I just want to let you know quickly, I do have a live stream going on, so don't say anything that incriminates you along the way. But welcome to my Uber. What's your exam in, by the way?
I'm on the phone. Sorry. यार कोई पहनता नहीं मैंने एक दफा पहना है बस यहाँ पे सो सूट पहनते हैं यहाँ पे ज्यादा मैं बोल रहा हूँ सूट पहनते हैं यहाँ पे ज्यादातर हाँ सूट पहनते हैं यहाँ पे बात कर रहे हो तो सूट पहनते हैं चलो देख लेना मैं तुम्हें भेजता हूँ साइज वगैरह भी भेजता हूँ नहीं मीडियम मेरे ख्याल देखता हूँ क्योंकि लास्ट मैंने एक तो मैंने सिलवाया था वो सही है जो मैंने रेडीमेड लिया था ना वो मीडियम था वो बहुत ढीला पड़ रहा था जो वाइट वाला था ना मेरे पास आएगा so it's like a in between size तो yeah probably medium ठीक है तुम देख लो अगर शूज वगैरह लेना तो वो भी ले लो बजट का मसला नहीं है तुम मुझे बता देना हाँ ड्रेस पे बता दो नहीं बनवा के दिखा तो एंड ऑफ द वीक है काफी टाइम Sorry, man, I was in a call.
That's okay, man. I'm on your schedule.
Okay. I usually take the bus, but
Yeah.
it's giving me grief on the bus like a couple of days.
Oh, I see. Just because of the timing of the bus?
Yeah. I need to reach the class at 9:30.
On time.
Yeah. And the bus was like, it's gonna reach at 9:30, but I'm not so sure.
Oh, I see. What's your exam in?
Exam is of materials, advanced materials engineering.
Okay, gotcha. I must say, I do not envy you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is it your third year in the program or fourth year?
No, I'm a graduate student.
You're a graduate student,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's even more intense
Yeah,
and more critical.
and more critical. It's like, I mean, it's just of 10 credits.
Yeah.
Like, it's just 10 marks, but
Yeah.
yeah, everything counts, right?
Right.
Because in graduate courses, your
Yeah.
passing rate, like the passing marks are much higher.
Yeah.
It's like 75 if you want to pass the course.
Yeah. I did a very extended academic career, and I mean, I don't like learning in the way that they do, you know, where it's on a schedule that someone sets for you with pressure
Yeah,
like that.
makes
And but I mean, yeah, a long time that I spent in the various programs that I took, and my friends I remember who would graduate would say things like, "Oh, I miss school," and I said, "I think I can promise you, I'll never say that."
It's like back in Pakistan, I did my bachelor's there,
Yeah.
and then I worked for a couple of years, like 3 years, and then
Yeah.
I moved here.
Okay.
So the only thing I missed about school
Yeah.
is the regularity of it.
I see. Your consistency.
You, you go there at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whatever, and
Right.
then you come back at 4.
Yeah.
So your schedule is pretty
Set.
set, yeah. But when you're working, especially I was working as a maintenance engineer,
Yeah.
so we have to, it's a rotation based shift, right?
Yeah.
So there is no fixed schedule.
And that was more challenging
Yeah,
for you
that was
to
more
align
challenging
with.
because you don't know, like every day there's something else
Yeah.
that you're doing,
Yeah.
and then it's like you're managing machines and people,
Oh yeah.
so it's kind of different.
I see.
Like machines don't give you that much grief than
Right.
people give you more grief.
Isn't that
Right.
interesting? Yeah. I've talked to many in management, and they may have very stressful work settings, but they always seem to give me the answer that the people are the most challenging aspect.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
the thing, right?
Yeah. Which I guess I just had an epiphany in that, like, I often go through like life. For example, we're just in the downtown core. I was, and I look at these buildings with such awe and inspiration that some minds were able to put all these things into place, from the strength of the cement to the structure of the building to like the plumbing and all these like different skill sets, you know, that we've mastered. And I mean, it stands, it's competent, it holds. And yet, at the very heart, aside from all those accomplishments, even like infrastructure and community and
At the
life,
end of the day, it's just people that are building it.
the people are building it, but the people who are building it, who have mastered these skill sets, are still the very ones, like all of us, who are struggling at the very basic component of human
Interactions.
interactions. Absolutely. And it seems like we haven't yet experienced that threshold of proficiency in being able to be amazing, stellar human beings in the way we connect. Which, I mean, it makes sense because we weren't designed for perfection, but it's an ongoing sort of every day, every moment's challenge. How do you navigate?
Yeah, I think it all comes down to, like, if you want us to work as robots, then there will be no creativity.
That's a
Want
very good point.
creativity,
Yeah,
Then you'll have to deal with different personalities of people, right?
so true. That's a really good point. Seeing outside the box, as it were. Working, coloring outside the lines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Especially in my profession, like, there will be a lot of times when you don't have a set playbook of how to deal with certain failures.
Sure.
So you just have to make your own plans as you go.
Yeah.
And in that, from the top down,
Yeah.
like from the managers all the way down to the technicians, everybody has to be creative,
Yeah.
take initiative.
Yeah.
If you're waiting for somebody to give you approval or tell you what to do, then
Yeah.
then you'll be waiting there for like a couple of hours.
To that end, I think one of the questions I really enjoy discovering is how people experience their primary form of artistic expression. I remember I was talking to an accountant one time, and I asked him that. He said, "Oh, I'm not artistic at all." And I said, But in my eyes, you seem to be skilled in the art of storytelling,
Yes.
using numbers in a way that other people can't interpret. And so that seems like an amazing way of, and then you also have to make sense of those numbers, which involves interpretation, which is another form of artistic application, right?
That's what I say. That
Yeah.
Everybody's creative in their own way.
Yeah.
Like, even if somebody's doing it like
Yeah.
a regular job,
Yeah.
that requires, like, even day-to-day life requires creativity. So it's like it's everywhere.
I suppose it's up to us who have artistic, like the way we see the world in artistic ways, to help others understand how they're participating in that same world, right? Because they may say, I have no part in this, and you're like, actually you do.
Everybody's contributing.
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah. Even this conversation,
Yeah.
we're painting a picture together
Yeah.
spontaneously. That's amazing, right? Yeah. Hmm. I was reflecting on this epiphany I was sharing with a previous writer, and I want to see your reference point on it too. I was telling him how, for many years, my sense of worth was tied to my accomplishments, and now my experience is I separate my accomplishments, whether they're good or abysmal, for identifying my sense of worth as set apart and always there.
I think it should be a part, because your accomplishment, like the worth you put on your accomplishments comes from your background. Like, if somebody, let's say if somebody's brought up in a third world country,
Yeah.
their sense of accomplishment will be different than somebody who's in a first world country, right? So yeah, I don't think so. It's all based on the opportunities that you had in your life.
Right.
But yeah, your self worth should be beyond that.
I agree. And the challenging part about that ideology is that not every, actually most, I may argue most countries in the world don't subscribe to that sense or ideal of a person's inherent worth.
Yeah, no.
So that's
Definitely not.
that's a very Western sort of mindset that is unfamiliar to majority. So in other parts of the world, it is very much tied to what can you do for me? What
Yeah,
do you have
exactly.
on
What
offer?
value do you bring? That's the first
Exactly.
question they ask.
Yeah. I mean, even in this context, they ask the same thing, but if you can think aside from that, that would be amazing, right? Brother, I hope your exam goes well.
Thank you so much.
So nice to
Have a
meet
great
you.
day.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you again along the way.
Yep. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. That was a great conversation, wasn't it? A fascinating conversation. A really important conversation. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. I'd love to hear in the comments your point of experience in what we were just talking about there. But that idea that you can experience a tremendous sense of worth, like personal worth, outside of any of your accomplishments in life. I think that's just, yeah, it took me a long time to learn that. But if that did make sense, do let me know in the comments. I'm happy to make a whole video on that, because that's like one of my core values that I subscribe to. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next live stream.